I'm hoping just that one. but I assume they have at least two. I assume they have two, but maybe it's only one. They got one mass manipulation. They got our other Torment of Hailfire. We still have one finale. We're still fine. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have, boom, your mom costs X. Now, this deck is going to be a combo-based deck, kind of, yes. There's a lot of little synergies. Actually, I guess there's one big synergy, and then it's going to be followed up by a lot of X-cast spells, and that's why it's called your mom costs X. The win condition for this deck is going to be Torment of Hailfire. This is an X double black spell where repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. So essentially what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to cast this for where X equals 7 when they have 0 permanents on the board and no cards in their hand. But obviously that's very unrealistic, so we're going to want to cast it for like 14 or 20 or something like that. Or we want to do it multiple times. Our primary form of ramp is going to be Strict Proctor and Blood Sun in combination with Lotus Field. So Lotus Field, obviously you can tap to add 3 mana of any color. However, when it comes into the battlefield, you have to sacrifice 2 lands. Great thing about Proctor is whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter it unless that controller pays 2 colorless. Now, this is just amazing because obviously Lotus Field is a permanent, and when it comes into play, it's going to be like, hey, you should pay 2 mana to sacrifice 2 lands. And I'm going to be like, how about no? And so Lotus Field is going to be like, all right. And then it's perfectly fine. So it's great for ramp. So turn 2, usually we don't want to put in Strict Proctor. Turn 2, we basically do nothing. But then turn 3, we'll play the Proctor and the Lotus Field. Because getting your Proctor, since just a 1/3, getting it removed is pretty expected, and that's why you don't want to do it till turn 3, especially if you already have a Lotus Field in your hand. You want to guarantee the ramp more than anything else, because unless you're literally going to die, then there's no real reason to play it out. There are some other things you can do in some cases, but for the most part, just don't even risk it. Play Proctor out on turn 3 and then play your Lotus Field. The other way we get around the sacrificing is with Blood Sun. So Blood Sun, all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities, which is essentially the same thing. So Lotus Field will come into play untapped, not hexproof. You won't have to sacrifice 2 lands, but it'll still tap for 3 mana of any color. This is amazing ramp. However, with this primarily, the combination of either of those 2 things, again, Proctor or Blood Sun, if we have either of those out and we don't even have a Lotus Field, right? And this is the main reason we're doing this. This makes the Bloodshift combo better because we're adding Strict Proctor to it. So what that is we're using Scapeshift. So initially, the old combo used to just be Blood Sun and Scapeshift. So Scapeshift is a card where sacrifice any number of lands, search your library for up to that many land cards, put them into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So this is 4 mana. So let's say turn 3, you play your Blood Sun, and then turn 4, you play another land. None of these are Lotus Fields, right? So you're going to turn 4, Scapeshift, sacrifice all 4 of your lands, and then you're going to search for 4 Lotus Fields. Put them all into play untapped. Suddenly, turn 5, you have 12 mana. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So turn 5, you can Torment of Hailfire for 10, or if you have another land, you could do it for 11 if you really feel like you want to. Finale of Revelation, where X equals 10. I mean, there's so much you can do, but that is how you ramp with this deck effectively. And the addition of Strict Proctor makes Blood Sun and Scapeshift a much better combo. It makes it so much more reliable, and I really, really like it. As for our card advantage, we basically just have 2 Finale of Revelations. We have 4 Mazemind Tomes and 3 Escape to the Wild. So this is kind of across the spectrum as far as really cheap being Mazemind Tome, medium being Escape to the Wilds, and then very expensive being Finale of Revelation. So Mazemind Tome, obviously, you get to filter out your cards earlier on in the game. You're able to scry for the combo pieces that you need to ramp. And then you're obviously also able to pay 2, tap it to draw a card. This is very good later on in the game when you already have ramped. And then, of course, Escape to the Wilds, 5 mana, exile top 5 cards of your library, play cards from that until the end of your next turn. You also get to play an extra land, which is also fantastic. So it's like ramp. But again, it's basically draw 5 cards. And then, of course, Finale of Revelation, which is the big mamma jamma. This is essentially why we're using this combo of Scapeshift, Blood Sun, and Proctor. So Finale of Revelation, it's X double blue. You draw X cards. If X is 10 or more, instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw X cards, untap up to 5 lands. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, and then you exile Finale of Revelation. Now, this is very, very important that you want to cast this for 10, because we're going to revisit Lotus Field. Lotus Field, add 3 mana of any one color. If we get all 4 of these out early game, like we were talking about earlier, and then we cast Finale of Revelation for 10, we're going to untap 5 lands, and 4 of those 5 are going to be Lotus Fields, which mean we're going to draw 10 cards, and then we're going to untap 12 mana. So we just drew 12 cards, and we still have 12 mana to play with, and this can be done on turn 5. This can actually be done on turn 4 if we have the Grazer down as well. That's very unlikely that we have that whole thing down, but getting the Scapeshift, Blood Sun, Proctor, that whole thing, and then Finale of Revelation, really, you get that relatively consistently. As long as you can get a Finale of Revelation in your hand, it's pretty nice. It's good. It's very, very, very good. I definitely wouldn't mind going up to a 3rd or 4th Finale of Revelation, because that's just how good it is. Being able to draw 10 cards and then having 12 mana is just fucking obscene. But I really, really like it. It's amazing card advantage. So we kind of already went over the combo earlier. The combo is essentially just ramping like crazy with the Scapeshift, Blood Sun, and Strict Proctor with Lotus Field. Once we get all 4 Lotus Fields onto the battlefield, we're basically just going to try to Torment of Hailfire for a bajillion. That's how we win. We can also Finale of Revelation to shuffle all the torments back into our library, because it does shuffle everything back. We also have 2 mass manipulations, so we can take their creatures and planeswalkers. And again, since we have like a shit ton of mana, it's pretty easy to do. We like it a lot. I haven't been able to play mass manipulation in a long time, so actually being able to do this is really, really funny. And it's so devious. It's devious, but I like it a lot. It's super, super fun. If you want to take this deck and build it at home, it's going to run you 45 rares and 10 mythics. That is a shit ton of rares and a shit ton of mythics. However, I will say that this deck is worth it. It is the truth. It's very good. It's very, very fun. So if you want the deck list, it will be in the comment section below. You'll see it in text format. You'll have a link to the Aether Hub site. There'll be a card at the top right-hand corner of this video that will also shoot you over to the Aether Hub site that has the deck list. So take it, play it, mess around with it, and let me know your success rate in the comment section below. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, whenever I get a member deck to play, do you think I should make changes halfway through, or do you think I should just play it as is? Here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. All right. I think we're going to do this deck. I think this is what we're going to choose today. I'm worried about this deck because I feel like it's not consistent, but it's like really funny. See, like, this is great. This is great. I like it. Hello. So all we need is another land, right? Snow, huh? As much, as good as a dodge would be. Oh, that's bad. Oh, and I've chucked this into. And it hurts so much. Okay, so. Oh, it's not. It's not fantastic. All right. So, we could just be dead. We do have removal here. I was hoping for another Lotus Field. I was being very optimistic. Let's be real. I was like, we'll be fine, right? Everything will be fine. Oh no, we don't need another one. No, we don't need another one. Oh, shit. I got something. I got the sacrifice, draw 2 cards thingamabob. I'm actually surprised they didn't just make me sacrifice my Mazemind Tome. Oh. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh no. I drew like 8 lands off the top. Like, no joke. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't kill me. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So X equals 10. So it's 30. Minus 6. So yeah, it's like Exacxies plus 1, right? Plus 2, whatever. Exacxies plus 2. Potato, potato. You know what I meant. One being like 1 trigger, which is 3, which -2 plus 1. You know what I meant, all right? Luckily, they didn't have the nut draw. It's like Rakdos sack. Is it even Rakdos anymore? I totally I never remember what the thing is called. Like the new ones. I know like Witherbloom is green black. Silver Quill, obviously the best one. White black. Prismari is red blue question mark? And I don't even think I know the other. I don't even know if I know the other. Okay. Silverquill, Plasmari, Witherbloom. Lorehold is red-white. I don't even know that one. And then Quandrix is green-blue. I don't know that one either.
You know nothing.
All right. Mm-hmm. We'll take it. Rick James 86. All right. All right, you got me. Can't keep that, unfortunately. This is a horrible hand, actually. Don't have any blue or ramp, so I can't keep it. This was a horror. This is probably way worse than the other one. They didn't play anything, so I don't think I need to do the Proctor. I'll throw down the Proctor when I get a Lotus Field. Which, I guess now it doesn't really matter. Oh, I should have put the Proctor down. Proctor's really good against Aura decks. But so is Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova's a bit ridiculous. So I'm gonna take... I'm risking taking a fuck ton of damage here. Okay, Settle the Wreckage is obscene too. So now you get an insight of how good this Bloodshift combo is. And now we have 12 mana. And if we didn't bottom that, the blue finale, we could have X equals 10 and then untapped our Lotus Fields. And then we would have drawn 10 cards and then had 12 mana to play around with still.
But you didn't.
Which is pretty good. It's pretty good. You're still in a really good position, opponent. I mean, you don't know you're in a bad position yet, but... I can Scapeshift and thin out my deck 2 more times. Or thin it for two more. Might as well. Just thinning out the deck. Doesn't give me any extra land, doesn't do anything. It's just straight up thinning out the deck. Sure. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna lose it anyway, right? Might as well get something value out of it. Yeah, I don't need any of my Scapeshifts for anything anymore. Yeah, we just sacrificed 5 extra lands. Got that out. Should have a lower chance. All right. Somebody forgot what Proctor did. Elspeth.
I am proud of my combat.
Bruh.
You will not move me.
Could I just not? Yeah, I just want to not get any more lands or that. I mean, we have 2 Escape to the Wilds.
Heroes, rally to me.
I don't think they can kill me, but maybe. Can they Elspeth again? It's exile 4? It's only 4, so yeah, they can do that again. Would suck. So it's a lot of creatures. So yeah, that's all 4 of our Scapeshifts. Mass Manipulation would be sweet. Yeah, Mass Manipulation is really good against these decks too. Although this one is very different because I usually don't see them running Ixalan. I don't think this is an Aura deck, really. It just kind of started off that way because, you know, SRAM. Yeah, I mean, Saran Wrap and all that glitters just kind of points to that. All right. Do you sacrifice it again? I'm like, might as well.
If you are going to fight, fight beside
You're either gonna get 2 or get nothing, right? Balding. Balding is real. Aha! Take that fucker. They could still equip. Equipping's 4. They're fine. It's +2/+2. And flying first strike. So we can block it with the Grazer. We can 420 graze it. I can blow up all enchantments and shit, but I don't think I want to yet. I don't really know if I want to thin out their graveyard either. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I do. If they double attack, I think I do this actually. Get rid of both of those, and then we can Cleansing Nova, kill all that shit. Honestly, all we have to do is top deck one of our cards. Just one of them. Mass Manipulation, not so good right now. Rude. Okay. Oh yeah, Torment of Hailfire. I was like, what is our win condition again? Now I remember. This is an enchantment too, right? Sweet. Sweet. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sure. Wow. Look at all this land. I suppose that was expected. Oh, shit. All right. Oh my god. Well, that was unfortunate. We drew 10 cards, and like 6 of them were lands. All right. I would like to not get a land, please. So we can get up to 4 mana again, which doesn't do anything for us. Oh no, we could have gone up to 5. I lied. Alright, well, we get to Torment of Hailfire for the win next turn. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. We finally got our Hailfire, and they're super dead. Super duper duper dead.
Courage will bloom in all
Like
the
omega dead. We didn't get our mass manipulation. Uh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. One, 2, 3, 4. So 13 times 3 is 39. You're dead. I always do the math afterwards, because who cares? Yes. The deck shouldn't win, but it does. But it does, and it does pretty well. It does pretty well. Yeah, that was a weird ass mono white, like aura-ish deck. It was weird. At least we kept rogues out of the queue, right? If we can keep rogues out of the queue for as long as possible, it's a win. It's a win-win-win, right? We come close to keeping that. This one's so good, but now I don't even know what to put back, because I need to keep the Mazemind Tome, I have to keep the Blood Sun, I have to keep the Day of Judgment. Like, I really want to keep that, but that's the only thing that I don't necessarily have to keep. I mean, I could have put back a land technically, because I can scry with Mazemind Tome. Gates. Alright. Well, if it's a Gates deck, we're probably okay, because Blood Sun. Yeah, probably. I don't really want that many. I might scry for... Yeah, let's go ahead and scry for it. Sure. I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking at that, but... So at this point, we're looking for a Scapeshift. I'm probably gonna scry here, try to find a Lotus Field so that I can Torment of Hailfire for as much as possible. Fine, I think. It depends if they, because if they have a Maelstrom Pulse, we're fucked. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, they're perfectly fine. I think they have enough cards. Let's say do a third one. They can go down to, yeah. See, now they can go down to 2. If they wanted to. But forcing them to get rid of the majority of their hand, I think, is really good. We could have... Like, the other play that we had was casting Day of Judgment. What, Croza? Was casting Day of Judgment and then, like, drawing with Mazemind Tome, and then, like, another Blood Sun or something. Not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. Huh? We have a blocker. Don't have any way to get rid of graveyards, do we? I don't think we do. Yeah, Xic Croza, we'll just bin a land. I think we're fine with that. I need to find a Settle the Wreckage for whenever they escape that Croza. Didn't really help too much. I have to keep one in my hand just in case. We will ramp. Why not? Why not? I don't like that their gates come into play untapped. Fuck. Well, I do have mass manipulation. Okay, I have not seen a mass manipulation yet in the last 4 games. So, if we can get one,
That would be great.
that would be ideal. How many Olamogs do you think they have? I hope not many. I'm hoping just that one. but I assume they have at least two. I assume they have two, but maybe it's only one. They got one mass manipulation. They got our other Torment of Hailfire. We still have one finale. We're still fine. Come on. Yeah, if they get another Olamog, we lose, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no. Not exactly. They also have Assassin's Trophy. This is not healthy for us. I would love to take that Kroza. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Mass manipulation would be great. Would be great. Why did I... Shit. Oh, they can't escape it. Okay, good. No. Come on. Come on now.
Oh, come on, man.
They are. They do have it now. Look. Okay, I have one land left. If I get another land again, if I get 3 lands, oh, I swear to God. I swear to God. So I have to 10 this and just hope. No, 11. Hellfire? Ten, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Haha! Saw it coming before I could cast it. God damn, that was a close game. I still have not seen... It's in the deck list, right? I have not seen it. It got exiled. One of them got exiled, right? Yeah, one of them got exiled, but I haven't seen it. Have not seen it. It's been 4 games now. We have not seen a mass manipulation. I would have loved to mass manip. Mass manip. Ooh, nipples hard. We got the Olamog. Would have been beautiful. hate Tybalt's Trickery. It's still one of the most annoying combos. Luckily, we don't see it very much anymore. Luckily. It just sucks when you do see it. It's boring. Usually I always play it out. But when I'm recording videos now, I feel like I just surrender games super early. So I can get better games. Alright, they're back down to 20. Yeah, I'm like, this seems like a veto deck. There's all the familiar symptoms of a veto deck. Alright, I haven't gained life. Doesn't have lifelink, not super worried. Decline. Awesome. Good draw, good draw. So now we can draw with the Mazemind Tome and still have mana open for Settle the Wreckage. Or we can let this thing get beefy as fuck and then take it. It's the real question. Which we might do that. So that sounds funny. Although we can't yet. I can't have that. I can't have this just like rampaging all over the place. I do need another blue source, which means I need another Lotus Field. That's why I was saying I can't with Mass Manipulation right now, because it requires 4 blue. Yeah. So depending on what happens here, because I'm at 24 right now. I'm not in a huge, like I'm not in a pickle. They activate Heliod, I'll just block with Proctor, which is perfectly fine. And then I have Mass Manips. So 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got it. Don't do it. go. 1, 2, 3. Mine. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate it.
You son of a bitch!
I'm assuming they didn't expect that because we have no blue sources on the battlefield. Just a hunch, anyway. Just a hunch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I can also finale for a bajillion. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 mana right now. Wait, but your donation, it was not going unnoticed. It was not going unnoticed. I was very appreciative. I was, in fact, very appreciative. Alright. Can get one more good one here, right? McDoman. Oh shit, hands. I don't want to mulligan twice. I never want to mulligan twice. This is basically the same fucking hand. Except way worse because I don't have a grazer. I did not want to see 3 top. On the list of things I didn't want to see, that was definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. I think I have to kill all of that. Much as I would have loved not to, I think I have to. Now I wish I still had my Proctor, but I don't think allowing them to have Yeesh. Okay. That does kind of suck. Ooh, okay. So we get a little bit of value out of this, right? Particularly what we wanted. We do still have 3 Proctors and 4 Blood Suns. So it's not like we can't play this Lotus Field for a decent... There we go. There we go. Like, we had almost a 20% chance. So yeah, that was perfectly fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. Yeah, it's just enough the deck. No. Still got 6 mana. We Gucci. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I did have a white source. I put in the wrong one.
Okay.
You got it. X equals 10. Uh, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17. I think that's enough. If 13 times 3 is 39. They have 18. So we got double their life total. We have double their life total, yeah. A little bit more than double. Good. That Proctor fucked him so hard. It was great. So at the end of everything, the deck went 14 and 11. However, the first iteration of the deck went 1 and 5. We made some changes as far as taking out a Doomscar and a Grazer and added in a couple Settle the Wreckages because Settle is just necessary. I just, for some reason, forgot to put them in. But once I put them in, it got much, much better. And as you can see, it ended up going 12 and 6. So it's much, much better now. But again, overall, it went 14 and 11. But it's better than that, so just keep that in mind. So as for the bad matchups, we did have some trouble against mono red. However, I believe that those were all before the changes that we made. We won against one of them before the changes. We lost against one. And then the other one, we also lost after the changes. So it seems that it's probably about 50-50 on mono red goblins. It kind of depends. If it's mono red burn, I don't believe that that's going to be a good matchup for us at all. Dimir Rogues is definitely a horrible matchup for us. If they end up getting really lucky and milling out our win conditions, if they get rid of our Finale of Revelation, which shuffles our graveyard back into our library, we're kind of fucked. But also at the same point in time, since all of our spells are X casting, we need our Lotus Field. So if they end up milling our Lotus Fields as well, then we don't have enough mana to actually cast Finale of Revelation 4/10 before they mill us or before they kill us, one of the two, right? So it's a very, very difficult matchup for us to deal with. I would say that's really our worst matchup. Outside of that, in tempo decks, I mean, I guess Dimir Rogues is a tempo deck, but really tempo decks is the only thing I would say we have the biggest problem with. Everything else is manageable. Of course, any type of combo deck that has the nuts, that's going to be an issue. Tybalt's Trickery is a problem. Dragonstorm, if they have it on turn 3, like our turn 3, there's nothing we can really do about that. But again, outside of that, it's a really, really, really fun deck. I enjoy it a lot. Who doesn't love casting a ton of X spells? I haven't been able to cast Mass Manipulation in so long, and being able to do that in a deck that runs 0 blue sources is actually really, really funny. So I like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a really good deck. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.